Here we go. So we have a new promise from Sony saying basically the same thing that Microsoft has been doing, said they will do. Basically, they will be supporting the last gen console for longer than people think. So people are hoping that there'll be less cross-gen games, but Sony confirmed, just like Microsoft did, that most of the games for the next few years are going to be basically coming on the PS4. Yes, there are some PS5 exclusive launch games, but most of the games, like with the Xbox Series X and Xbox One, most of the games will be playable on the PS4. So you don't have to rush out to buy a PS5 right away. Yes, you'll be missing out on Godfall or Demon Souls remake, but again, Demon Souls is already playable on I think the PS4 and PS3 anyways. So there isn't really any. There's really again, if you, it's just basically you just want to buy the better graphics. And according to VG Touch, both consoles are already selling pretty well. Even the Xbox Series X with no games, essentially, besides Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed. So yeah, here's the hardware charts for 5th of December. Nintendo Nintendo Switch destroyed both Xbox and PlayStation on Black Friday. That's hilarious. But yeah, Nintendo was boasting about that too. Yep, the PS4 sold very worse than the Xbox Series X. So the Xbox Series X in USA, of course, it's USA, Mexico, and Canada. Of course, I think if PS4 PlayStation is selling way better, and most of Mexico except for the town of Xbox. But Xbox town of Mexico probably is the best selling console. Xbox say, oh, a console is the same name as a town. Okay, yeah, there's a little town in Mexico called Xbox. So yeah, PS5, Xbox Series X, here the worldwide sales. So it's basically selling similarly PS5. Of course, the PS5 actually has games you can buy again. Some of these games are on the PS4 as well. Well, the big draw for the PS5, Spider-Man Miles Morales, is also playable on the PS4. So the second biggest drive is just a remake. So really, there's no games on the PS4, PS5 because you can just buy Miles Morales on the PS4 for a cheaper price as well. You don't have to buy a new console. Another thing is Control, that dumb game that got Game of the Year by many sites, is getting released on the Xbox Series X and 5. I have never played the game, but it apparently won Game of the Year last year. At least Sword Seal didn't win Game of the Year, but here. So we can look at the hard. Yeah, that means it's pretty good for PS4 owners. They don't have to buy. They don't have to rush out to buy a new console. Of course, the early adopters are going to buy the new console. Of course, you know, you know, yep, at the platform stores. I think, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we have the Xbox Series X at 1.82 million sales and PS5 at 3.47 million sales. So yeah, both of the consoles launches are doing pretty well. Xbox Series X and I think they haven't updated this year either because this is they have updated in Europe and stuff in Japan. PS5 not both consoles are not doing too well in Japan, but of course Nintendo Switch, of course, they're still breaking records. So we can talk about Nintendo Switch as well. So yep, there we go. Nintendo Switch, of course, selling 1.2 million copies. That Nintendo wasn't lying here. The Switch is still breaking record. That's why they're not. That's why there's no need for Nintendo Switch Pro. There is no need for no Nintendo Switch Pro if the Switch is still breaking records as a console. Kind of like how Nintendo didn't need to release a new 3DS, new DS, even though it's 2009 and they could have released a new DS because look, the Xbox 360 PS3 could make a more powerful DS, but nope. Even in 2009 again, in 2010 it was still record breaking year. DS was still extremely selling well, 4th or even 5th years in sales. I think Nintendo, and they even said Switch is only midway through its lifespan, so it's getting close to its midway point in its lifespan, which basically means Switch will be, I think, 5 years old by 2021. No, okay, we do math. So currently the Switch is 4 years, yeah, 5 years old. Yep. 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 5 years old. Console. And yeah, that's basically it. Goodbye.